Hi everyone, welcome back to another video, and in today's video we'll be talking about why most developers have a portfolio but very few of these portfolios actually get attention. So today I'll show you how you can build a portfolio that makes people stop and look, and this doesn't have anything to do with making it fancy. The important thing when it comes to a portfolio is to make it very clear and useful to the employer. So what is the main job of your portfolio? Well, your portfolio has to show that you can solve real problems with code, not just that you know the syntax. One of the mistakes that I see a lot of developers make is that they have too many projects that actually mean nothing. So they have calculator apps, they have random to-do apps, they have projects that have no story, projects with no story. So they don't show how you think. These projects, they only show that you followed a tutorial. So what you should have instead are real projects. You should have a real project that you decide to work on that solves a real problem. It has a clear purpose and it feels like something people would actually use. So apart from just having some of the to-do apps, some of the random apps that you might have started with as a beginner, you need to show projects that actually will solve a real world problem. That is what speaks to whoever is looking at your portfolio. That is what makes them understand that you understand what it is to use code to solve a problem. So for example, you can create a budget tracker, you can create a task manager, a booking system, an API that handles user management. These all sound simple, but they show that you have real world skills, and this tells very well on you when it comes to someone looking at your portfolio. So secondly, your portfolio must be very easy to understand. So when someone opens your site, they should know in 5 seconds who you are, what you do, and what you build. So when someone, for those of us that have sites about ourselves, when someone opens it up, they should be able to tell just by looking at it in a few seconds who you are and just what you do and what you can offer as a developer. So you shouldn't be after they've scrolled for 2 minutes that they start to understand just what you do, whether you're a backend developer, front-end, or full stack. So you should definitely use simple words like I'm a developer who builds web and mobile apps, or I build Flutter apps with C# backends, or I do this or I do that, but in a very simple tone that tells exactly what you do without making them ask questions about who this person actually is. So you have to make it very clear. So thirdly, every project must explain 3 things. What problem do you solve? How did you build it? And what tools did you use? So basically you should ask yourself the 3 questions of what problem does this solve? How did I build it, and what tools did I use? So this is very short, this is simple, and this is straight to the point. You shouldn't just show screenshots. You should show your thinking. You should show how you thought through solving that particular problem. Explain why you chose Flutter to use as a tool, why you used an API, why you structured the project the way you did. This all tell very well on just showing that you understand in depth what it is to use code to solve a problem. So fourthly, you should show your backend skills if you have any. So many portfolios only show front end. So if you're a full stack developer, you should definitely show your API, show your authentication, the database, how they connect. This definitely makes you stand out immediately when someone reviews your portfolio. So fifth, you should show clean code. So your code must be clean. You don't need to show perfect code, but it must be very readable. If someone looks at it, they should be able to see a good folder structure, very clear variable names, and simple logic. They shouldn't be confused by some of these details because sometimes simple is better. So also your GitHub matters. Your portfolio and GitHub should match. So when someone clicks your repo, they should understand your project without guessing. Sixth, quality beats quantity. I think I say this all the time, that if you have 3 strong projects, they are far better than having 10 weak projects. If you have a full stack app, it's better than having 5 or 6 or 10 demo apps. Sometimes building the one project, the one app that actually solves a problem and is a complete app is better than having 5 random apps, as I've mentioned before in point 1. So next, you should also, or another point is that you should make it very easy to contact you. So on your portfolio, you should have your email, your LinkedIn, your GitHub. I don't think it's very necessary for you to have hidden forms. You should make it very easy for people to be able to contact you. You should have it there, the best way to contact you, whether it's by mobile number, email or through your GitHub. So now let me summarize everything that I've mentioned and highlight the points. For a strong portfolio should show real projects. It should explain your thinking. It should show your skills, whether you're front end or a back end developer or you're full stack. It should also show that you understand what it is to write clean code, and it should be very easy to understand. You need to remember that your portfolio is not for you, it's for the person that wants to hire you. So you have to make their job very easy, because most likely they are going through hundreds of portfolios and they need to be able to look at yours and actually stay on yours. So if you fix these few things that I've mentioned, your portfolio will already be better than most. And in the next video, I will tell you what makes you a good backend developer. So thank you for watching, and see you in my next video.